Alright guys, it's TJ Quadriski here with Condemned Labs. Gonna go over my actual shredded chicken recipe that I like making while I'm on prep, and actually whenever I'm in off season, because I love the texture of shredded chicken, and it's actually easier to digest because it's actually just broken down a little bit already, even more than or before you even start chewing. So first thing I like to do, obviously, buy your pack of chicken, whichever brand you get. I like to get the cheapest one, even though it may not be all the way fully trimmed up. So whenever a good pair of scissors comes in, just cut off the extra fat. You have to go too fancy, too strict with it. Just make sure you getting most of all the little extra fat, some of the little tendons off of it. Nothing fancy, super simple. All right, after that, throw inside here. I still keep my actual strainer in here, so this one's easier whenever it's time to pull it out, and then I can put it inside an actual container and then shred it with just a fork. But after you shred all the chicken, or I guess trim all the chicken up, all you have to do is I get this low sodium chicken broth, and all you need is for, I think it said for about 2 pounds for chicken, or let's see, yeah, 2 pounds for chicken. All you need is anywhere from ½ cup to 1 cup of fluids. So I just do 1 cup of chicken broth, bada bing, bada boom. And my favorite seasoning, the Caribbean jerk chicken. That's all it is. Super simple. For this one, I like to actually just season it a little bit every time I put a new piece of chicken in there. I just like to season just a little bit on top. So once it's all done, you have the seasoning spread all the way throughout, and it's magnifico. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys one of my absolute favorite meals that luckily today I get. It's cream of rice mixed with 6 ounces of chicken, but it tastes just like almost like a chicken pot pie, and all you need is a little bit of onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper. Maybe you'll make it a little bit spicy, maybe some crushed red pepper. That's it, chicken and cream of rice. So I'll show you exactly how I make it. So basically a good rule of thumb is however much cream of rice you use roughly 4 times the amount of water. So if you have 100 grams of cream of rice, 400 grams of water. For me, I like to use a little bit of extra. So for today, I get 123 grams of cream of rice for this whole entire meal. So 1, 2, 3 times 4, that's what, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, it's about almost 500 grams. So just go like this. Again, you don't have to be exact. I may go maybe a little above, like today it's 577 grams of water. Big whoop. It's okay. You'll live. More water, better for hydration. Now is the 123 grams of cream of rice. This is 126. What that means, gotta take some out. Whenever you're on prep, the details matter. Boom, 123. Since this is my pre-workout meal, I do a ½ teaspoon of salt just to make sure I get that hydration. The good hydration in for my body so I don't cramp up during an intense workout session. Now, we just wait till the water boils and then start the process. Alright guys, TJ here again from Condemned Labs. Now we're going to start my actual cream of rice. Once you have it all measured out, the water boiling, it's the key part. Use a whisk. Don't use this yet. This will be for scraping all the bits out to make sure you get every single last gram of carb, which is important if you're on prep and if you're always starting. But so as you're starting to pour this in, make sure you stir it all the way around and just continue to stir it the whole entire time. all you're gonna do for the next about maybe minute or 2 minutes or so, just keep stirring it up, and then you'll start feeling it get a little bit of a thicker texture throughout the time. And then trust me, you'll know whenever it's done. But cooking it on the stovetop, in my opinion, actually makes it thicker and fuller, and it's a lot more filling. And trust me, you'll thank me for it later. But as soon as we're done with this, what I plan on doing is pouring it in this gigantic bowl here, which I like to call my prep bowl. Then as soon as we're done with that, gonna let it rest for a little bit. We still got about 2 minutes left on the chicken. Then once that's done, I'll be able to get it out of the Instant Pot, put it inside the pan, shred it up, and then throw the 6-ounce chicken inside of this to finish off the chicken pot pie with the 2 seasonings, garlic powder and pepper. And bing, bang, boom. This is where we use the actual spatula to get every single last drop. As you hear, the chicken's done. And again, we're in prep. Even when not in prep, even whenever you're trying to put on muscle, gain size, you don't want to waste a single gram of food. Get your calories in. Don't waste them. And once you're done, okay. All right, once that's done, now this is whenever I start putting in the black pepper and the garlic powder. Sometimes I probably throw in the chicken, but I'm much rather let this sit and cool for a little bit until we let the actual pressure escape from the pressure cooker. So go ahead and season this. Give it a couple turns. Nothing fancy. Don't worry about counting it. Just however much you like pepper. Me, I love pepper. And now for garlic powder. Let's cover the bad boy. You can never have too much garlic powder. Unless you're Edward Cullen, then you won't like garlic. Now, a little bit of spice. Red chili. Flakes, I guess. Red chili flakes. Ooh, man, that smells good. May not be Gordon Ramsay, but I'm definitely MacGyver in the kitchen. A MacGyver of taste. MacGyver of flavor. And let's get I'll stir this with a fork, but I'll eat it with a spoon. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful concoction right here. Boom. Now I'll go and release some of the pressure out of the Instant Pot. This is what I like to do. Get a little paper towel, put it on top of the actual steamer, and get another little oven pad. Turn it. So then whenever it actually starts releasing all the steam, the actual paper towel catches a lot of the moisture and condensation, so it doesn't get all over your countertops and doesn't get all over your oven mitt. And then after a few seconds, when you see most of the steam gone, good to go. Boom. Got the finished product. So now since we finished the cream of rice, still waiting on the chicken to finish off. So I'm just going to use some of the chicken that I've already pre-cooked, some of the shredded chicken from earlier. So get 6 ounces. Basically just sprinkle it right on top. Super simple, nothing fancy. You get every single ounce, but nothing more than what you're given. Always follow your coach's plan to the T. So right now, 5.8, 5.9. Let's get it to the actual digit. 6, boom, done. Now we finish that. What we have to do, mix. And that's how you make the chicken cream of rice pot pie. Looks so good. And don't forget, any meals over 50 grams of carbs, don't forget your humusylin. Glucose disposal agent, helps with digestion, and also great for a pre-workout meal. Helps shuttle those carbs to the right muscle groups. Along with DNA dispatch, get a filthy pump in the gym, which you will see. Stand by for that. Now, just pour in. Oh shit. Those pieces aren't done.
Good.
Good.